All right, so let's get started. Situation that you'll be dealing with, Gemini, or have been dealing with in love and romance this month, Four of Swords. Recovery from heartbreak, a timeout, a break from someone, and during that pause, there's been clarity, or your focus is about, during this break, getting some kind of truth or clarity about the situation, knowing what to do. And I feel that this is really a struggle for you throughout the month, because in the past we have the Lovers, which is, yes, about sacred union, the union of opposites, the union of divine masculine, divine feminine. But this is also about harmony being achieved through internal union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And because there's harmony, being sure of something being sure of a choice or the direction you'd like to take. And in the past, I feel perhaps you were sure, perhaps you have been working on trying to find balance or harmony about a decision you need to make about love and romance. And I feel throughout November, you've had a break after some kind of painful fallout with your love interest. Or it could be just a break in general from love, because there's been disappointment there in that area. And I feel like you're trying to figure something out, trying to find clarity and know what direction you need to take. And I feel specifically for many of you, there is a specific choice you need to make about either between two people or about investing in a long-term committed way to someone. The challenge, however, with the Hangman is someone is not surrendering and giving up control to a situation and to this connection that you share with them. Now, it could also be you that's not surrendering to a situation or to the situation. You could be having a difficult time surrendering to the connection and what that means and what the next steps would be. Now, your core issue here is the Chariot. Now, yes, the core issue could be there's a Cancer that is impacting your situation in love and romance, but I feel with the Four of Swords about clarity, the Two of Pentacles about a decision being made, Seven of Cups about choices, clarity, and again, choices with the Chariot and the Lovers. The heart of the matter is you have not achieved that harmony internally, consciously, mentally, spiritually, subconsciously about what to do, what you want, how to proceed with someone in love and romance. And for that reason, there's no forward movement, and attempts, if there have been attempts, have not been successful with this person. I just feel like you're not moving forward. For those of you that this reading is resonating with, I feel there's no forward action because someone is not sure about what they want. Even though there's been some heartbreak and they're trying to figure out what they want, someone's not surrendering to how they really feel. Someone's not surrendering to a situation. Someone's not surrendering to a connection. For that reason, there's internal conflict, and someone's not aligned internally. And for that reason, they're not sure about about moving forward. And I feel that it's like a conflict between the conscious and the subconscious. How they really feel and like what their mental plan is, their intellectual approach is. Now, I feel, Gemini, this could be you because we have the Seven of Cups. So lots of choices, lots of avenues that you're entertaining about how to progress, how to get what you want. However, you're overwhelmed because there's a lot of considering, emotionally considering different avenues of how to achieve what you want. But I feel you're confused and you don't really know what you want. And surrounding you, we have the Knight of Swords, who does know what they want. They're very direct, maybe too direct at times for you, but fast-moving, assertive, really, someone who speaks their truth, very clear about what they want, and is not messing around. The Knight of Swords is someone who is very clear, and I feel like, the Knight of Swords is a similar energy to the Queen of Swords, except not as fair as the Queen of Swords energy. But the Knight of Swords is someone who states their truth, draws the line in the sand, and will cut you off if that truth or that standard's not met. And the Knight of Swords, I feel, also is someone who is very direct and wants that from you. They're sure, but I feel you're overwhelmed and unsure about really not just them, though it's coming off as that, Gemini, because we have the Two of Pentacles, unsure, juggling, trying to maintain while you're figuring out what to do about the long-term potential of this and what that means of you. But I feel that really, while it seems like you may be unsure about them, I feel that you really are out of alignment of what you want, truly. Because we have the Lovers and the Chariot, as well as the Seven of Cups showing up for you. The outcome, I feel, with the Two of Pentacles is you feeling overwhelmed. It could be, and I feel that it's because this person that you're dealing with is very, very firm, very grounded, like fixed earth, Taurian energy, earth energy. They have very firmly stated what they want, where they stand. And I feel that because you want them, but because you're not sure what you really want in a spiritual sense, you're trying to maintain this connection and kind of like, a stall, I feel. Okay, go along with it, but not fully commit. Go along with it, but not fully commit. And it's not because you're specifically unsure about them. I feel it's just you're really unsure about what you want deeply. Like I feel like you've not considered it or gone within. There is internal, like this Four of Swords energy, though you are trying to figure out what you want. I feel you need more time. And again, this is a general reading, so it could go both ways, but I feel someone is really unsure about what they want for the future, for themselves, in love, in romance, and in a bigger spiritual sense. I feel that they're out of alignment. And I feel you, Gemini, coming up with Seven of Cups, you're overwhelmed. But the person you're dealing with, with the Knight of Swords, they're very much sure of what they want. They know their truth. We have the Journey. You are soaring to new heights. Experiment, play, allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon a pot of gold awaits. Beautiful. Okay. We have Across the Waters, and we have She Loves. This could be an additional message for cross watchers, but I'm going to read them both. 23. I feel like, yes, there is some kind of internal journey that is being called for, Gemini, but I also feel that there could be travel involved for you. As far as love and romance is concerned, maybe that's why there's this indecision. Maybe it's a long distance relationship, but let's see. 23, across the water. Across the waters. Okay. You are being called across the waters as if crossing a bridge of light from one ocean to a far greater one. These waters are your emotional waters, holding your feelings, your attitudes, your expectations, and your fears and doubts, as well as your hopes and dreams. It can seem like such a lot to navigate. Ask for help and bathe yourself in the green and gold rays of healing color. Just imagine them cascading down around you and through you like a waterfall. It's a bit like you're moving to a new neighborhood in a cleaner and more spacious town. It might be a bit unfamiliar at first, but soon enough you'll enjoy the difference. This oracle brings you a message. It is your time to think about something in a different light. Soon you will have a shift in perspective and the feeling of overwhelmed stress and just too much going on. And I do feel with the Two of Pentacles, you're going to be feeling overwhelmed, trying to maintain stress, and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. Do whatever helps you dive deep to find it. Dance, take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind you, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. And I do feel that you're aware of that and you're taking a break. I just feel like that clarity is not going to be coming in November. But the good news is November's almost over. So let's see. Additional and final message for oops, I almost forgot She Loves. 61. Forgiveness is here for you now. Can you partake of it? Forgiveness for your own self, for the times you messed up, didn't love, forgot to trust, tried to take over, and decided against surrender. Someone's definitely deciding or has been deciding against surrender. Forgiveness is here for you now, for the times when you couldn't forgive another, even if you really tried and really wanted to. She loves. She's here for you now. Open your heart to the angel goddess of forgiveness and let her fill your heart. You are free. This oracle brings you a message from the divine. You are forgiven. You are worthy of forgiveness, and you are capable of great spiritual generosity in forgiving others. If there is a person that you cannot forgive, you are really just not forgiving yourself, perhaps for being vulnerable, for not knowing better, or for not listening to your own intuition. It's time to let that go and allow that forgiveness that the divine has for you to fill your heart. You are free now. You just need to realize it. I believe Aries also got this. So if you're dealing with an Aries, you may want to check out that reading. Okay, we have be true to yourself. You may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. Tally ho, the universe.